on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
Here's Stephen Gostkowski now kick this one off. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken at the 3. That is across the 25. Couple extra yards to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the in the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding. When you look back at what people thought about coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it. And boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And now the offense for Detroit.
Running back Kerryon Johnson was drafted out of Auburn in the second round of 2018 to become the Detroit Lions' lead running back, something they haven't had in a long time. In fact, in 2018, he ran for over 100 yards in a game in September. The first back over 100 yards since Reggie Bush on Thanksgiving Day in 2013. They're hoping that continues, and he'll be the three-down runner that they've been seeking. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is Riddick on the screen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
In some ways, he reminds me of a past NFL great who played the quarterback position as well. Jawing with the opposition, trash talking a little bit, doesn't mind getting hit and battered around some. That kind of gets him into the game. But once it's time to lock in, Phillip Rivers does that as well as any quarterback in the league.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rivers to throw it. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Black 15! Double tight, guys, double tight.
And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. First down, here's White. It's a yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 36, Rivers. He's got it to James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how deep reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now. It's to 3rd and 6. Breeze now to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Bryant has it. And they've got inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 95-56. 95-56. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Tonight.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now. 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. A nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on 3rd down and a loss of 7. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field try.
31-yard attempt. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Lions take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, well, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out comes Brian Hoyer in the offense to take over. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really lead, they tell on me. That's my bad, but let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis. On the ground is Michelle. And he's going to drop following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
Created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And caught by Curley. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. This one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Foles. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Walk time.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So loss of 2 there. So after the loss of 2. This is a back at 20. This will The first and second down play action. Now, should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish the.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Foles now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's first and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Foles, and that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's third and goal. Here's Foles. Curley's got it complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Hoyer hooking up here with Maurice Harris. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hoyer. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Right there. Forty's Mike. Hit it.
Now Hoyer. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10. Hoyer. That's out to his running back, Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll drop the throw, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This fielded at the 2. Wiggles free. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, Michel. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw to Michel on the screen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Set. Mike 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Britt's got it complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Watch left. He's time right there.
On second down, Anderson. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A good one there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, 80. Check. Big grip.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Hoyer now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoyer, he's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt Lacoste, 32 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 4.
2nd and 4. He finds Kenny Brett. That one a first down pickup of 8. Foles now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Foles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Foles. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And it's Michel once again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Call it 8 of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 43-yard line.
Again, it's Michel. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.